Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Siberian Expeditions. So, this week we are finally going to be moving past Yakusha Forest. We are going to try out Lake Baika, and we'll see what we can do here. Now, the end of the last episode you guys saw was kind of silly, what we were able to do. I'm not going to do that all the time, but I feel like what we'll maybe try doing is approaching that every so often to see how it kind of pays out, or just for a little fun change up from the regular pacing. Because I gotta admit, it's a little ridiculous that you can run right up to the animal, you pay no discretion to how loud or how unnoticeable you are, and you get closer than if you try to sneak and call and all the other stuff. But right, what do we want to do this week? Well, I'd want to take both weapons that we have unlocked right now, because I think we could really use going after just some good points in general. So maybe what we'll do is the Eurasian lynx and the wapiti. Give us herbivore and carnivore to go after. I don't know if I want to do the wolf because, as we've seen, I've been having some bad luck with those guys. And the boar, I've gotten some shots off, but I never seem to get that mortal zone, so we'll try with these two, see if we can grind a few points and see what Lake Baika is like. So let's also read up on it. The largest freshwater lake in all of Russia, this massive water source has been a staple to the Russian people for thousands of years. It is also the only place to find freshwater seals. If you're lucky, you may see one. That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that they actually were freshwater seals. Okay, I'm just going to have a drink. I'm afraid I still have a lingering remnant of that cold that knocked me flat earlier. And it seems to be a bit of a sore throat or a harsh cough. Well, I shouldn't say too harsh, but it's a lingering cough. But anyway, it shouldn't affect the video too much. So let's hop in and get to a new hunt on Lake Baika. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. And we actually had a, I want to say a close encounter. Ooh. Actually, this is a... Oh, wow, it really is a very nice looking map to hunt on. We had a close encounter. Well, again, okay, aside from how rough this is starting, I'm hoping it's going to improve as we go along, but as I loaded in, we had a wapiti actually go running off from up this way, just because the wind was right at it, so I'm going to see if we can already start our hunt getting one of these guys. And you guys have been leaving some good tips in the comments when it comes to the crossbow. It's, again, I'm not sure the exact ranging for it, it basically just seems to be kind of... Actually, hang on, I want to see something. Okay, so if that's there, it almost looks like the central crosshair is more the second pin than the first one. If I just compare, like, you center the screen as your very center point. It seems like that is... Yeah, it really does seem like the second pin is the one that you should want to try using for more of your, like, aiming and fine-tuning. So we'll try using that with this wapiti we got up here, because surprisingly enough... Oh, that reminds me. Sensitivity is now lowered. I gotta remember to do that. Thankfully today I remember that before we got too far into the hunt, so... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try the call, see if we get a reply from it. Okay, we did. We are also right at the very boundary of the map, so this might be a bit harder trying to get them down, or at least getting close enough to get it down. Still no signs of it, so it could just be on... I heard something else there a moment. It could just be up on the other side of this hill here. So just try to be a bit cautious and approach with care. Okay, I'm hearing that is ambience. But I'm hearing feeding. Yeah, so I'm going to remember, try using the second of the two pins. Just because maybe it's something more for... adjusting to use... What? Like, adjusting to use, just focus more on where you think the central crosshair reticle is, and then going from that. Oh! Okay, so we know it's around here, which is good. It's just that we'll have to try and figure out a way to get in nice and close to it. Oh, which is going to be very hard because this is the map's edge here. And from sounds of it, sounds like it's over there. That's... Actually, there might even be a lynx up around here. I just heard that, like... Oh. I didn't think I'd find this much activity at the very edge of a map, but I guess we might be in store for a bit. Oh, okay, so I just saw a little bit of movement from it. Yeah, you know what, with the map edge being right here and that I can't get closer for a better attempt, I think maybe we'll actually change gears and look into just exploring the map a bit further. Oh, there is a lynx over here. Wow, it literally spawned beyond at the map's It's somewhere around... Oh. Well, there's the Wapiti. I don't actually see where the lynx is. Oh, no, there it is. Ooh. Moving in for extraction. Okay, so it does look like that second pin is going to be our key for the crossbow. Now, how far did the elk possibly go? Oh, that's right, we haven't really seen the trophy. I forgot to put Tranks on, but that gives us a chance to look at the trophy ship, which is...
Luring wedge to secure.
I'm trying to think of what... I feel like I've seen that kind of plane before. Even with the weird, like, extra dish that's on top of it. But off it goes, and successful lynx for our first animal. Not too shabby. It says it's over this way. If I can at least see where it might be through all this. A little musk deer. I'm just going to try and take whatever shot opportunity I can get with it, but... Oh. I think that's it through there. It's just... Yeah, okay, so let's try that again with the... Okay, and one of the commenters also said that with the crossbow, it's so quiet, the animals will only run off if you actually manage to hit them. Now, I should also be careful, because with the Wapiti injured... There is a chance it may come in to, like, charge us. But that also seems to be only if we're with, like, very close to it. And right now... Okay, I can just see it out there. Send off the musk deer. I really didn't think that my first hunt on the map, on this map here, Lake Baika, would be entirely focused around the very edge of it, but it seems to be how we're starting out. So hopefully we'll get this down not too... it doesn't take too long for this, then we can kind of take a complete detour right down into the heartland of the map. Now that said... Okay, so it's... Oh, there we go. That's actually a nice kind of range. God, it's so dense around here. It's really hard to see where the animal actually is. It's why I want to have the shotgun as our weapon, just in case I do have to... Actually, I may have to as well. I can keep hearing it. Okay, well, at least I will take this, because it's finally gotten out of the edge of the map. So it might still be running off, but it's at least in territory we can get close to again. Oh, it actually took us to one of these little tributaries as well. So we'll have the riverside here that should give us a nice line of sight down towards it. I think we've got 2 shots in on him right now. I could be mistaken with that, but just how each shot has seemed to make him run. Yeah, so there you are. So you're all the way out at 300. I wonder if I should try going for that. Kind of using the bit of... Okay, so it actually does seem like the red pins are aligned properly as 100 for your top, 200 for your second, 300 for your third, and 400 for your fourth, because that was a 256 using the third pin, or somewhere around using the third pin. I have to say, the long shots, I gotta try them more often. I guess I just have to have a little more self-confidence and faith that they'll do alright. So we've gotten ourselves a Wapiti and a Lynx.
Trophy secured. Return to facility. Excellent job, my friend.
And off that goes. I gotta admit, there's just so much flavor and personality in Siberian Expeditions. It's a fantastic experience. Really would recommend you guys to try it out for yourselves. I'm gonna try for another Wapiti. No calls back from that. I'm guessing the seals are probably going to be like, almost like a map ambience or something, so we'll have to go down to the lake probably for them. And we do got a reply. I think I'm going to use the water here as a bit of cover. I'm going to just kind of head back a bit and see about getting an okay position to try going from. Yeah, we've got the Eagle Owl flying there. I'm hoping we can draw the Lynx up and over the sort of hill there. I don't know if I should even try getting behind the... Now that almost sounded like it was from behind us. But I thought that kind of call had to go through twice. Yeah, okay, this got a little more interesting. So it does seem like I'm pretty sure it is come from the other side of the river here. We just don't have anything coming up on our binoculars yet. So I'm going to cross. Yeah, nothing in the water here. It is a fairly shallow river, so I don't think there'd be anything kind of hidden in that. Okay, so we got the lynx. Is it one or two? No, just the one. Okay, it's just that, again, the animals have a fairly large radius that they'll be picked up on by binoculars. And that's over 300 right now, so, again, we'll probably want to work at calling it in. Or would that be my mistake to make? Because if I call it in, it's going to be facing us and walking itself in. This is actually something that the hunter you can encounter too in Call of the Wild and Classic. Because if you call an animal in, it's going to go aim, like, trying to directly go to where you are, which means all of those nice mortal zones and vitals are much harder to get a good shot against, or try aiming for. So I think this might actually be a good idea. Now that I have an idea, kind of, where it is, I'm going to crouch crawl and see if we can get another nice shot like we did with that first lynx. Although I'm not sure I like the sound of that, because that sounded close. I didn't think the lynx was that nearby. Is it just somewhere around there? I don't like this. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of sound from it, but I don't see any sign. There's almost... Okay, so that's definitely it. I think it's actually just up on the other side of this hill here. But the problem is, it's a hill. I don't exactly want to go... Okay, we'll just sit here a moment and watch. I had the binoculars there for a moment to pick it up, but... The problem is, like, you guys might be able to hear it in the audio. It might be a bit faint, but it's almost like a heartbeat of dunk, dunk. Okay, heard a big shift all of a sudden there. I think it ran off. Aeration links. Okay, it's out there now. So we at least got it away from the hills. So this will probably be the last animal we'll try for this hunt. Ducks, maybe? I'm hearing it making more noise, so at least... Oh, come on. Where'd it go now? It's just on binoculars out this way. Or is it that it's right behind the musk deer, and that's... Okay, so musk deer's there. Oh, there you are. I almost feel like it ran into the water and it's somewhere down there. Like, I saw it for a moment, but I don't think it's... It didn't. Oh. Oh, you stupid shotgun! We're heading back to the menu. I did not realize the shotgun is such a slow that ticked me off. But it's also weird how, like, I know I didn't see it go up on the other side, but I thought carnivores always, like, stayed at the surface of the water to go across. I didn't realize we were dealing with submarine lynxes now. So, at least we know we are getting some improvement to marksmanship with the crossbow, because we got say we got, but of course no points. One of my biggest grievances with carnivores is that you can go out for hunts, but you can get no progress just because you lose yourself somewhere in there. It's annoying when you're doing a video series and you have to make progress. But we at least had a little bit of success, so maybe we'll say screw the lynx, and we'll go for... Ah, geez, the problem is the lynx and the wapiti are only, like, real big point animals right now. And it's gonna be a lot of points to unlock these other ones. Well, we'll try a new hunt next week, see how it goes, and see what you guys think. Like, we were doing so well up until the weird submarine lynx. I swear, every time I think I'm getting the hang of carnivores, something new comes up and surprises me and completely bests me. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Siberian Expedition. If you did like the video, be sure to give a like, and if you want to help the channel, think about subscribing if you haven't already. Until I see you all next video, survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.